Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you're welcome. My name is Oti. I create content on sewing tutorials and turban cap. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys on how I made this simple boubou dress. It is very easy to make and it is just a normal boubou. The only thing is that I decided to give it a little twist by gathering the sides and the sleeve. The fabric that I used is called Mikado. It is sold for 2,500 naira in the market and I bought 4 yards. So without further ado, let's move right to the tutorial. My fabric has been folded into 4. I'm cutting the front and the back bodies together. I've drawn my starting line. On that line is my shoulder line. I'm going to mark 4 inches neck width. Neck depth for the back 1 inch. Neck depth for the front I'm going to mark 4 inches. Then I'm going to connect the necklines. This is for the back. And this is for the front. Please make sure that you use French curve to cover out the neckline if you are not good with your free hand. I'm trying to make the chalk be visible so that you guys can see it properly. From my center back, I'm going to measure 23 inches. That is where I want my sleeve length to be. 23 inches. I'll move down a little bit and mark the same 23 inches. This will help me connect a straight line. From that 23 inches, I'm going to measure 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. From the 1.5 inches, I'm going to connect it to the neck width. From the 1.5 inches, I'm going to measure my sleeve opening. This depends on how wide you want your sleeve opening to be. I measure 12 inches for mine. So I'm going to rule that into a straight line. I just confirm if I have up to 12 inches. Shoulder to my hip line is 25 inches. Shoulder to my hem line, that is the length of my dress, is 63 inches including hemming allowance. At my hip line, I'm going to impute my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 3 inches. The same measurement that I have, I will impute it at the hem line. From the sleeve opening, I will measure 4 inches inward. Then I'm going to rule a straight line from the hip like so. Then from the 4 inches, I'm going to curve it to meet the hip line. This part has to be curved. It is very important. You curve it to meet the 4 inches that you came in with. That's my sleeve. Then from the hip, I'm going to rule a straight line to join to the hem line. That's about it for the drafting. As you can see, it is very easy to make. Before cutting it out, I'm going to add half an inch to the shoulder, half an inch seam allowance. Then I'll cut it out. I'm going to first of all cut out the back neckline, the shoulder slope, the sleeve. I'll cut from the lower parts through to the upper parts, following the lines. I'm going to remove the back bodies and continue with the front bodies. I'll cut out the front neckline. The front is going to have slits. I'm going to measure 4 inches. From the folded edge, I'll measure 4 inches. Then I will slit it from the folded edge to meet the 4 inches. You can go lower if you like, but I don't want my cleavage to show. 4 inches is okay for me. So I'll slit it open at the folded edge to meet the 4 inches. Like so. I'm going to cut out facing for the front and the back neckline. After that, I'm going to iron edge stay to the facing. Please make sure that you iron the edge stay to the wrong side of the fabric. This is the front facing. This is me checking for the wrong side of the fabric. The fabric is so similar. The wrong and the right side is so similar. So I was taking my time to check for the wrong side. That is where I iron the edge stay. After that, I'm going to sew the necklines. I'm going to use the facing to turn the neckline. I sew it with 1/2 inch. Then I'm going to notch it and top stitch. I'm going to repeat the same thing to the front. If I'm working with neckline like this, I always like to mark my seam first of all, then I'll pin it down before sewing it. I mark 1/2 inch like so, as you can see. Then I sew on the mark. After that, I notch and top stitch the front as well. I decided to design the dress with stone board. I've already made a detailed tutorial on how to use heat transfer machine, how to use stone board, how to transfer it to fabric and all. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. Please do check it out in case you don't know how to use stone board on a dress. I also placed the design at the back bodies of the dress. This is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. After that, next is to place the front and the back bodies together, right side facing each other, and sew it at the shoulder. I've joined the bodies together at the shoulder, as you can see. So the next thing to do, I'm going to hem the sleeve opening. I'm going to sew the sides and also hem the lower part. This is me checking the stone design and admiring it. It is beautiful and I love it. I've hemmed the sleeve opening, I've joined it together by the sides, and I've hemmed the lower part, and I've also given it a good press. This is the end result. As you can see, it is absolutely beautiful. This is how it looks. This is the back. This is how it looks. You can rock it this way if you like. I just decided to give it a little twist by gathering the sides, and I also love the outcome of it. So the next thing to do, I will turn it to the wrong side. Then I'm going to iron my seam line. The seam allowance that I used to sew the sides together, I'm going to give it a good press. I'm going to iron it flat. Then after that, from the hem, I'm going to measure upward depending on how you want the gathers to be. I measured about 16 inches upwards. Then with my needle and thread, I double the thread. The thread is into 4. I double the thread. Then I open up the seam and sew at the middle. I sew on the stitch line at the middle of the seam. I sew loose stitches to form gathers to meet the 16 inches mark. Please note, the 16 inches is not standard. You can go further to measure 20 inches or 25 inches. It depends on how you want the gathers to be. I repeat the same process to the other side of the dress and to the sleeve as well. I'm going to show us all that. When I got to the 16 inches mark, I secured the gathers properly. I stitch it about 2 to 3 times to secure the gathers properly. This is me sewing the other side of the dress. I also do the same thing. When I got to the 16 inches mark, I secured the gathers properly by locking the stitch about 3 to 4 times. I did the same thing for the sleeve as well. For the sleeve, I measured 7 inches upward, then I gather it to meet the 7 inches, then I lock my stitch. I did the same thing to the other side of the sleeve as well. 7 inches, then I sew loose stitches to gather it up to the 7 inches mark, then I lock my stitch. This is the final look, guys. We've come to an end of today's tutorial. I didn't want to post this tutorial. I just felt it's a simple dress to make, but when I posted the picture of me wearing this dress on my community post, some of my subscribers requested for the tutorial. So here is it. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you've not done so, and also click on the notification bell. I have so many other beautiful tutorials, lovely tutorials coming up after this. So make sure that you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Until I come your way next, see you guys in my next video. Love you all. Bye. This is the leftover fabric. I'm going to make Zara cap with the fabric. Bye guys.